the yolk is like the rebirth thing. That's what everything's made of. So in the middle of the eggs, I have a yolk, and inside of it, it is the material being recycled. So whenever you see it, you think of that's what you're recycling. There would be LEDs in the insets of the eggs, so at night you can see what they are instead of just darkness and you're guessing what it is. I also thought about the removal of recycling out of the receptacle, so the egg would just pull back and then you would be able to pull the bag out with your recycling. The next one I thought of people who like to take pictures near things, like the new Facebook generation, kind of like, oh look, recycling, I'm cool, kind of thing. So the side of the recycling bin says, I recycle, and there's an arrow pointing straight to you. So you can take pictures next to it or feel good about yourself that you're being noticed for doing a good deed. At the top of the arrow, there would be a recycling material indicator, so you can know, oh, cans go in here, cups go in here. Also thought about removal, and so there's a back door that's locked. So when you want to get your recycling, you unlock it, pull the can back, and then pull the recycling. I also was thinking about that garbage soup, the kind of liquid that you get after you've been throwing away cans with liquids in it. So inside of the arrow, the blacked out part would be completely sealed off, so you wouldn't get that garbage soup inside. So cleaning would be a lot easier. Next one is, I wanted to make people more aware of where their trash is actually going. So this would be cardboard panels that fit around existing trash cans. There would be a decal on it that would, give you a visual of what landfills are made of and the risks that go along with landfills. So it's kind of like, are you drinking, inhaling, consuming your trash? Because any leak in a landfill can contaminate your water source or your ground. It's also in the shape of an arrow, so it points your trash is going straight to the ground, and you can be consuming it. If you have a comment.
Hello, my name is AJ, and this is my first design. I call it the core, spring core. It's a clear material, and it'll have 3 separate parts that will be labeled on each canister. It's actually 3 different pieces, so whenever one of them you can see that it's full, you can, like an orange peel, like an orange slice, you can just take that piece out and put another one back in. And depending on what is available at the fair, it might color coordinate so it has a good design to it, or whatever, just from the trash itself inside of it. And at the bottom, will be flat, so it won't roll over or tip over at any point while it's just sitting there. This one, it's actually a very simple mechanical device. It's a can counter. You put it underneath, you put the panel right underneath the entrance of the trash can. So whenever the can falls down into it, it'll actually push up on this, and this will be above the canister. So whenever it hits, it'll reset it and push back down, and it'll just count the cans. And it's just an easy way for everybody to interact with the can. They don't have to go at any different certain point in time. They just go and they can easily count it, so they'll know how many cans are in it and how much they actually helped out. And this last one, I call it Game Time. It's 3 different separate areas, but it all falls into one different bin. If they miss, it'll just simply roll down. Each little canister is just a funnel, and it's just an easy way. It's a simple basket, and each one has a small tilt on it. And the backs of them have motors inside of it, so whenever it spins, it actually makes the game a little bit more difficult. So if you actually hit this one, whenever you're going against your friends or whatever, you can just have bragging rights for it. Since it's a lot harder, which that is moving, it's just a lot smaller. well. So it's just a simple, fun game for people to play whenever they're passing by, and if not, they can just easily dump it into the big port.
So I wanted to go with something that was very simple and intuitive, something that you didn't have to look at and kind of figure out what you were supposed to do. So I thought we could go back to the old bins that we actually used to recycle in the 3 different colors that stack, but make them oversized. So this is the first way you could use them. You could stack them one on top of each other, and they would be bigger, so the highest one is top like a 5'5" or something. And they all have little grooves in the bottom, so you can stack them on top of each other and then put labels in the front. And another way you could use them is put them side by side and have them shorter, so it's easier for kids to use, and add graphics to that. So that's an octopus, and each of its arms is holding whatever material that you're supposed to recycle in the bin. And then my other idea was to do something Louisiana-based, so it'd be specifically for our festival. So it's shaped like a magnolia flower from the top, and each of the petals would be for a different material, and the smaller ones would be lower, and those would be for trash. And it would have graphics along the top, so you know what to put.
I wanted to come up with different receptacles that are shaped interestingly, or the material on it is more interesting towards the shape. So the blue one has a very amorphous shape, and the green one has a very shiny reflective shape. I think we have a receptacle that's shaped in a way that's not traditional, square. People might be more interested in. The second thing I wanted to study was having a large sculpture or scaffold right above the receptacle. At the bottom right, you see kind of a large wooden overhang. This provides kind of a shading for the patrons, and also the solar panels at the back to provide the lighting on top. Again, it's kind of a way to get people to notice the receptacle. The third idea is something that has to do with portability. So the whole receptacle at the top right is made out of cardboard, and it's folded. We stack these up all in a truck, ship it to the place, unfolded into a receptacle. It's all lined with a wax so that it won't deteriorate from the water or beer cans. And since it's all cardboard, you can take the whole receptacle and ship it to the recycling facility. There's really no sorting involved. And then at the bottom left, you can see some different shapes that might be more interesting than just a square slide.
So looking at ways to integrate into light posts, have a receptacle that wraps around those light posts. One at the top left shows what it has a recycling sign on it, shows purpose. Each individual object shows what goes into each other. So a large can, bottle, color growth because someone is doing the show growing from recycling. I have a translucent top of the light post. Light post at the base where the receptacle is. It's to be growing out of it. I've worked out a way of removing
Mike Prather. My first idea was called the pole swinger. You would take your recyclable, and it depends on what material it is, get a different color. You chunk it at little tabs there, and as you get it, it swings back and resets forward. Just something to get them interactive. You know. This one's called hoops. I have the scoop on the top so that if you miss the completely go wide and not have to go and pick it up later. Points make you step up your game. And it's just basically so you can give your friends props. Kind of competitive aspect to it. And this is the recycler tank. They can be different colors for each color bin. Very large opening, so you really can't miss. And pretty much.
Good. Okay, if you have any questions about the concepts themselves, or the process of how they got there, we brought some illustration boards to kind of facilitate that. So, is he do the meeting feedback here, or bring it back to the studio? So, what do you think?
I wanted to say a couple more things. Wanted to point out that this is a part of the process for students to just explore without inhibiting their creativity. That's part of the design process. So even though some of the ideas may seem unusual, that is a part of the process. Our job is to help them hone those ideas and to take the best parts of those ideas and to help them recognize the most applicable parts of their ideas and to take those to the next level. And then ultimately we will perhaps combine different aspects of each individual student's projects, maybe to bring together and to culminate them into a better product. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can understand a lot more about their thought process by taking a look at their boards, which summarize in essence what they've done over the last couple weeks. And we can get a close-up video of that. We'll just pan across it. Other than that, Ben and I wanted to also share with you that so far, as we mentioned, this is a learning process. Each festival is going to have their own criteria for sustainability that, as a business, I would need to address, we would need to address. But one important thing that we've come to realize so far is that there are different categories that we need to address for every festival. And a big part of festivals are becoming sustainable is tracking, right? So you have to show where you started and where you want to go and how long it may or may not have taken to get there. So there's a history of how you reached your sustainable goals. So education is a category. Children areas are a big part of pretty much every festival except maybe festivals for grown-ups. So depending on the festival, we would want to have an area for children, as we mentioned in the beginning. And so the idea of the concepts that we're working on to address that specific need are playful recycling bins and games that really help the children interact and make an extra connection